Bro, you ever get bugs that try to, like, infiltrate your nose and ears and things? Like, dude, my orifices are not for you. My orifi. It's always, like, the tiny, harmless bugs. It's, like, the ones that have no, like, business trying to hurt you or anything. They just want to explore. Just like, yeah, I just won't go outside for, like, the entirety of summer, I guess. That's fine. And then there's bug spray out there if you don't like bugs during the summer. But the bug spray usually makes you feel all sticky and makes you smell like chemicals. I don't like it. Don't much like it. You know what I do like, though, is my chat. How are you guys doing today? Welcome in, one and all. Is Tint the first person here? Am I being lied to by my little stream chat software? That would be kind of crazy. Okay. No, my stream is not made for kids. No, I do not want ads to be on. I like how I have to remind YouTube of these facts about me every single time. Okie dokie. Tint is the first person ever made. Wow, that's so cool. Welcome, everybody. How has life been these days? I haven't been able to stream in a while. I've been focusing on content and some real life stuff. Who we got? Hybrid Theory, Funky Goat, 20 Topic GD, Malalo Carbon over on Twitch, Bar13P over on Twitch. Wee you. That's what ambulances do. But it's also a person over on Twitch. Hello, how are you? We got Devo Real. Wonderful to see you. Tint, the first person ever made. We got Viv. Balls Gamesing. Bunch of good names out there. Oh, Wild GD, thanks so much for the rated membership, man. It doesn't say for how many months, but it's over 12. Or, wait, shoot. Yeah, 12 is the gold, right? Yeah, okay. Phew, I thought I forgot my own things for a second. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Glad to have you. Ultroxis with the rated membership for 21 months. 21 is what 9 minus 10 equals. Also, message to chat. Never play Yatagarasu. Yeah, Ikosa just beat Yatagarasu and had, I think, okay time with it. It's so, like, boring to play from zero. Yeah, Wild's been a member for at least, like, a year and a half. He's been a member for a long time. I don't know why he doesn't tell me. Wesley with the 2. Thank you so much, man. Can't stay for long, but here's a 2. Good luck. Thank you. Hopefully, with the dollars you all have just given me, I can slog my way through the final 5% of this damn level. It should be noted that this level is not hard. It's just super boring, and all the hard stuff is at the end. So, like, the level has to hold your attention for, like, a minute and a half, and then you get to the hard stuff, and you have to have enough energy to beat the hard stuff, you know? It's crazy. Wild with the 2 on top of the membership. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Is this how one achieves Golden Girl? Yes, you have to be a member for over a year to get Golden Girl. Let me see if I can find you in the Discord server really quick. Arnold GD. You're not showing up. There you are. I don't know why typing W1LD doesn't bring you up immediately. That's stupid. But yes, you are finally a Golden Girl. Ding! Beautiful. Okay, chat. Are you guys ready? Cute Twirl and Lane, my 2 favorite people, except for everyone else in chat that's tied with them. So good to see you. Orange Jungle, good to see you as well. Kid from Mars. Before we get started, we're going to warm up today on the 6-star that I played today. Or yesterday. This level is really, really good. And it really makes so much more sense why Espresso isn't rated when I look at how good this level is. You know what I'm saying? Just take a look at the brilliance you're about to witness, okay? This really surpassed all the rating standards that Robtop or any of the mods could have had, you know? It's just probably the greatest level I think ever made. Everything here is just so meticulously placed. It's just so beautiful. I mean, the gameplay is so sight readable. There's no copy and paste or anything. You know, each part is just so unique. All the block design and yeah. Yeah, it's a really, really good level. It's rated. Anyway, it's time to play Ultimate Demon Mix. I just had to get that off my chest first. My chest has a lot of things on it, but I don't usually talk about them. My boobs are pretty private, you know, they keep to themselves. I don't know what triple T means, but it's rated. That's cool. Don't mind me dying to the decode wave like 3 times. Yeah, so I'm just gonna play in practice mode, get to the end, and then just like practice that a little bit. Because at the end you have Cataclysm into 9 Circles, into Supersonic, into Windy Landscape. Which, like, everything else at the beginning of this level, this guy's just spamming the title of the stream. It's awesome. Let's keep it to just 2 titles of the stream. We don't need to know any more than that. Everything else earlier in this level is like easy to hard demon, and then there's just like some insanes and extremes at the end. He did that shit on purpose. He meant to do this. I used to think this part was like one of the hardest in the level, just because I couldn't do mirrored gameplay. I still kind of can't. I'm just like good enough at the game to kind of counterbalance some of my mirrored handicapness. Handicap is such a fun— ouch! Such a fun word to say. I wish it didn't mean something sad. It's always like the words you shouldn't be saying that are the most fun to say, you know? I wish there were like a database for fun words to say that sound like they'd be offensive or they'd be slurs or something, but they're not. Maybe I should take it upon myself to make this database. Yeah, and then there's this part from a very easy demon, Chaos Airflow, I think. And it's just, it's so long. It takes like 20% of the level. It's not quite that bad. It's like maybe 15 or 16. Ouch! Opinions on pepperonis, plural. I actually don't know if pepperonis with an S is how you're supposed to do that, but I trust your judgment. I like pepperonis, plural. Actually, I had pepperonis, plural, yesterday. Sometimes they can be a little greasy, you know? Sometimes I want to enjoy some pepperonis on a pizza, or like in a stromboli, or even with just like cheese and crackers, and they're just a little greasy. Now, like, I don't care so much anymore. I used to have a lot of problems with like my gallbladder, which like is responsible for a lot of the processing of like oils and fats in your body. And my gallbladder was just like terrible at its job and couldn't do anything. So I couldn't like eat greasy food without feeling super sick. I should probably put on my sunglasses for this. But my gallbladder has since gotten a promotion and started trying a lot harder at his job. So it doesn't bother me too much anymore. I still don't enjoy eating like copious amounts of grease. Just because it makes me nervous for what might happen, you know? But pepperoni's cool. Howdy, you are perfect for my Pepperoni Enjoyers Association. I would be honored. I see myself in the stream highlights. I don't think this is getting a stream highlight video, I'm afraid. I'm sorry to crush your little dreams. It's just, this level's not, like, significant enough for how long that video would be, you know? If I could beat this in one stream, then, like, maybe I'd make it, like, a 15-minute stream highlight video. That might be kind of fun. But yeah, I've been getting very, very unlucky with this level. On top of that, my eyes just, like, can't function in this part, apparently. Ugh, and then the transition into supersonic is always so jarring, just because it's so dark. Hey, who turned out the lights? That triple is unironically like the hardest part of the level. There's like 16 different ways you can mess up that triple and die to different shit. The actual hardest part of the level right here. It is not Cataclysm. It is not supersonic. It is this right here. Because that can happen. Did you see what just happened to me? Did you see how mean that was? I wasn't even close. Damn. Did I really deserve all that? I have an important question. When will you do Aftermath or an RNG video? I mean, maybe. Maybe, but like, I don't know. The RNG Bloodbath video obviously did really well because it's Bloodbath. And I did Cataclysm, which didn't do as well. And then Aftermath would do even worse than that. So like, do I really want to spend like 2 weeks making that video for like 20,000 views? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I did just spend 2 weeks making a Melee special move tier list video that will definitely not make me more than $10. See, that happens, dude. Like, come on. This part has so many ways it can kill you. For the trilogy, you gotta. It is a pretty short level, I guess. It also starts with a ship, so we'd be getting right into the action instead of, like, Cataclysm having a cube at the beginning. No, it's too low. Oh, gosh damn it, that transition. What is that style of deco called? It's so pretty. I agree, Sneaky Zhao. I don't know if it really has an official title. This is made by Woogie, and a lot of Woogie's levels kind of look like this. They follow a similar theme of air deco and block design and things like that. Usually the colors all work together in a similar manner as this. The whole dash gum thing. Man, one of these days, companies are going to figure out how to make gum that's just always flavored. Like the rubber itself that you keep chewing on has like flavor in it. And then all other gum will go out of business. Or they'll be forced to like advance with the times, you know. No, dude, why? Why is this hard? How it feels to chew one gum. I should make that my entire commercial for Howdy. Not a commercial for gum, for Howdy. What's your opinion on rap and underground rap? I've never tried rapping or rapping underground. I don't think being underground would make it much more difficult. I think it would just make it harder to breathe, I guess. No, I assume these are music genres. Some rap is good. I don't know. Like 15% of the rap I've heard has been like at all enjoyable, which isn't like a high enough percent for me to like really go searching for a lot of new rap to enjoy, but when done right, rap is pretty cool. I like nu metal too. I guess you could classify Linkin Park as nu metal. It's kind of like some heavier rock and roll with some like rap lyrics in there. I don't know. I think those genres mend pretty well together. Shigo, howdy. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. 22 months. I forget how long Shigo's been a member. Shigo's probably in the like the top 5 longest lasting members, maybe top 3. That's insane. Thank you so much. Longer than Ultroxis. I didn't see that coming. Here's my gift to you again, a 20-second gift. That's entirely too many gifts. I'm spoiled. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Howdy Cube plushie win. I would like to have 2 plushies when I eventually get my merch store going. I would like to have a plushie of my little robot cowboy persona. You know, this guy. Pardon the like duplicate notification there. Is partially blocking me. But yeah, that's me. That's what I look like. I think having a plushie of that guy would be cool, and then of my cube. That'd be fun. I don't know how like a cube plushie would work. Would it have the design of my cube? Like, would it have this on all 6 sides? Or just like 2 of the sides? I don't know. George Bush, get out of the way! He's trying to figure out how to open doors. He's got important business to attend to. Yeah, almost 2 years is crazy. Ah, this level. Oh, you know. Hopefully my ship skill and my wave skill will feel like adequate today, because a lot of the hard parts of this level are ship and wave. I guess like if I died in 9 circles, it's not really because my wave skill wasn't up to par. It's just like my eye skill was, and that happens, man. I died to that from 0. It hurts. Howdy burp funk? Dude, you guys feel free to sample any of my millions of burps to use in music. I don't need you to pay me royalties or anything. Just go crazy. Will I be making burp funk? I don't think so. I don't think I possess those talents. I would like to start, like, taking music making a little bit more seriously. Even though I'm, like, a music making moron, I would still like to try to figure things out. I feel like I have a decent grasp of what I would like it to sound like. I think I know enough about, like, keys and harmonies and stuff to at least slowly produce a song that I think sounds nice, but I would need the right kind of DAW and the right kind of virtual instruments, and I need a MIDI controller that doesn't take up, like, my entire desk, and then some. You need a therapist? I think you've come to the right place, because Howdy's really good at that. Dude, that is, like, not entirely false. It's mostly false. Like, I am far from a professional therapist of any kind, but people do come into my stream with, like, similar concerns, and they're just like, yeah, I'm gonna share these with Howdy, and then ask for his advice. And I usually tell them, hey, you shouldn't do that, but it usually works out okay. Like, I don't understand why this part of the level is so hard. I recently beaten Doki Doki Literature Club. It's so cool, dude. Dude, heck yes. Who's your favorite of the girls? Best girl, as the Reddit nerds might say. I don't like saying that, you know? Eternal, with 2 E's and 2 L's. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate the $10. That is a hefty donation. There's this subgenre called rage rap. Usually abrasive and metal inspired. If you're into that, you might like it. Okay. Also wanted to send Muni because I like your content. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I will have to look into rage rap. See, like, instrumentally, I'm okay if it sounds, like, very intense and abrasive. Lyrically and, like, vocally, if it sounds too scary, I stop enjoying it as much. So there's definitely a balance to strike there, but I will check out rage rap and hopefully get back to you on my thoughts. Gotta go, sorry, Howdy. It's okay. Jozo plays? Hozo plays, maybe? You take it easy, man. Whoa, why is there hating of self going on? My entire bloodline is in a state of depression and sorrow. Let me ask Howdy for advice. As someone who's been in a state of depression and sorrow about 0 times, I think I can help. This part is so scary, bro. It's so much scarier than, like, the entirety of Windy Landscape. How does that work? That's an excellent question. And then that's probably going to happen because I'm a dumbass. Bro, this makes me so sad. Like, if you do the timing on the slope too well, you just lose. There's no saving the attempt. And that's how I died from 0 to get my current new best at 95. Just entered that transition a little too high. I'm so scared of this level for no reason. Bludderbuster? I misread that as Bladderbuster. Thanks so much for the $2, man. Appreciate that. I got money, so here's 2 monies. You make cool stuff. Thank you. I appreciate it. Man, everyone's being so nice to me today and nice to my content. It's warming my little heart of stone. Has the ultimate mix been demoned? I'm afraid so. You're too late. There's nothing we can do. This level. Yeah, I'm gonna need your guys' moral support on this one. Not because it's, like, too hard for me to beat. It's too boring. It's too boring for me to do. But I have 95, bro. And then, like, a death at, I think, 91, and then, like, 89 or something. I don't know. I have way too many, like, end deaths. Which, I mean, I guess considering the balancing of this level, that makes sense. But I have too many end deaths to not continue this level. Like, I have to beat it. It's required by law. The police will come get me if I don't beat this. I just can't have that happen again. Oh my goodness. Kid from Mars with the £2. Thank you, man. Evil money. Okay, so money that comes from Great Britain is evil. I'm glad we're all in agreement here. Thank you so much. It's evil money so you get your hopes down. Except he's British. So evil money so you get your hopes down, innit? Did I nail your voice, Kid from Mars? Sometimes I will just enter British mode when I'm talking to my wife, and I will just not break British character for like a whole conversation. It's pretty fun. I occasionally do indulge in being British, just as a hobby, you know? I wouldn't take it like competitively. I would never try ranked British. I'm not crazy. I might be a little crazy. My tummy really hurts all of a sudden. Damn it. I'm very back. I misread that as I'm very black. Either way, I'm supportive of your choices. Being black is a choice. Welcome back. The new Golden Girl. Yeah, anyone who is a member for a year and hasn't been given the Golden Girl role in my Discord, please let me know. I am not the kind of guy that can just keep track of that in my head, nor do I have a way of looking at, like, how long each person has been a member, really. Like, it's somewhere in YouTube Studio, but it's so disorganized, like... Anyway, if you're missing out on the Golden Girls role, just let me know. I'll hook you up. I love this song. It's so cool. You know, usually with GD music, there's like one or two emotions I can like derive from the melody and the chords and everything. I don't really feel that way about Ultimate Demon Mix. It's a little bit more mysterious in that way. Wow, I died to the duel. I think that's only happened like one other time. Yes, being black is completely optional. It was also a terrible level to be playing, like, wanting to read chat, too. Because just, like, it's so long, and so much of it, like, isn't hard, but it does require your focus. Like that, you know? Favorite GD song is Prototype by Dim Rain. Excellent choice. Any Dim Rain. I guess not any Dim Rain. He's got a few that I don't enjoy too much, but Dim Rain in general is just fabulous. How's my day going? Pretty well. Pretty well. I finally got a bunch of, like, roofing materials dropped off at my house because our roof got annihilated by hail recently. And I called the roofing company. I'm like, hey, I need you to fix my roof for money. And they said, okay, we will fix your roof for money in 4 weeks. And I'm like, all right, I guess that's kind of where we're at. A lot of people had their roofs destroyed, so I understand having to wait 4 weeks. And then we waited almost 8 weeks. And after me pestering them enough, they at least got the delivery made. So I don't know when the roofers themselves will be over to, like, start fixing shit, but it's a step in the right direction. I'm gonna leave a 0-star review on Youch or whatever it's called. I should make my own, like, review app for Geometry Dash levels called Youch. And I'll send it to the mods and say, hey, you should only refer to Youch for forming your opinions on levels, okay? Yeah, I do not feel very good at the game in my fingers right now. Hopefully I can work through it, but... this is my first time playing Geometry Dash, not building a level in like a week. Besides that 6-star that I beat. That 6-star was really hard. I'm dead. Never mind, I'm barely alive. Let's freaking go. Alright, please click fast enough to be good and handsome. I'm good and handsome. For now. My gosh, really? This level cannot be going worse. Look, I left the ground, but I didn't know there was a spike there. I thought I had so much more room to hold. That's like literally a death in 9 circles I had not only never got when I beat 9 circles, but I didn't even know was there. Wow. That's crazy. Alright, well now I know to just hold sooner there. That's the kind of death that would never kill you if you knew about it, but I just didn't know about it. Grr. That looks buffed from 9 circles. It kind of feels buffed from 9 circles. I know it's not, but I think I just haven't played 9 circles in long enough to where I feel that way. Also, like, it being at the end of a long level is like, makes the nerves compound and make the level feel harder. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry, that was not very ladylike. That one was ladylike, though. You're welcome. You're welcome, ladies, for that representation. Ladies, do you feel represented by that bird? This one goes out to all the ladies out there. That's what I would say if I were ever, like, on a stage in front of a crowd of people. I would say, this one goes out to the ladies, and then just burp, and then leave the stage and say thank you. Oh yeah, that's what I like to see. Is hard, insane, or extreme? I assume you're asking if this is a hard demon, insane demon, or extreme demon. It is an insane demon that is mostly made up of, like, easy and medium demon chunks, with, like, a few insanes and extremes in there, all mostly at the end. I would make for a great woman. Oh my goodness. Maybe then I would finally be smart and handsome. Demon sandwich, yeah. I don't know why Wave feels like a completely different game mode when playing in like a mirrored part. It has a whole different like feel to it. I don't know if that makes sense to anyone else. Probably not. I think I just play like so little mirrored gameplay to where it just feels like a completely different thing. How close was I? Can I get my hitbox trail? How do I do that? Hitbox trail. Yeah, show that. Can you show that, please? Okay. I guess now it's showing it. Whoa, why is it, like, cutting off? What happened to my boy? I guess if I almost died to something in this area, you can't know about it. Sorry. I can't do show hitbox trail on death, can I? Can I just turn off hitboxes? Okay, sure. Let's do that. Now, if I die and then hitboxes, yes. Okay, this will work. I like this. You know those worms on a string, like bait, like what fishers use? Is fisher even like proper, or would it always be fisherman or like fisherwoman or something? Fisher person. I feel like no one's ever said, yes, I'm a fisher. Okay, not like bait. I don't think I know of any other worms on strings. Oh, do you mean like the worms are on the strings? Like they're playing the violin and the cello and the viola and like a string quartet or something? That would explain where the beautiful harmonies of Ultimate Demon Mix are coming from. We have the worms to thank. I don't know, call me crazy, I like worms. Worms are kind of cute. And, like, worms might be one of the cutest and, like, nicest animals that their name is, like, used as an insult. Stand ready for my arrival, worm. You know? But worms are nice. I would take that as a compliment. I like worms. Same with cow. A lot of those bigoted Republicans will call women cows sometimes. Cows are so pretty. I don't know if you guys have ever seen a cow. They're pretty, man. I would also take that as a compliment, even though it was absolutely not intended to be that way. Glad we're talking about the important stuff as we get to Cataclysm. Damn it. Oh my gosh. Why is this level so hard? Damn it, dude. Viv, thank you so much for the 10 euros. I appreciate that. This one is for all the howdies. It can't be for the howdies, because the howdies aren't good at Geometry Dash. Man, this level is genuinely giving me so much trouble. Man, like, if this were at the beginning of the level, it would have been beaten in, like, Stream 2, you know? I didn't even die to a bug. That was just a timing. And I, like, wasn't even close to passing it either. I don't know what I was thinking. Man. Man, we almost got the Viv 10 euro blessing there. And then I squandered it. Thank you, Viv. I appreciate you. Check out your desk. I didn't put anything there. It's a really good reason to be checking for things. I did drink a little bit of water today, but I have a lot of water right next to me, so I came prepared. Yeah, if you donate in the middle of an attempt and Howdy doesn't beat the level, you get your donation back. It's a new rule I'm implementing. I only deserve your money if I can be good enough to beat the level in that attempt. Just imagine, like, playing an Extreme Demon that's, like, in the top 10. Like, I have no hope of ever getting anywhere. I'm just dying to 0% over and over again. People are donating, like, hundreds of dollars. It's like, you can do this, oh, he died. Well, I guess I get my money back. Man, gambling is kind of scary. I don't like how... I don't know, I see headlines of, like, the alcohol industry has lost $1.6 billion in the past 10 years because Gen Z isn't drinking as much as millennials. It was either 1.6 billion in the past 10 years or the past 1 year. I don't know how true that is, but instead, we're just replacing it with, like, vaping and gambling, which, like, is that better? Maybe, like, a tiny bit. Probably not. Now there's all these, like, sports betting apps that you can just, like, yeah, I'll just gamble away my life savings from my phone, you know? While I'm on the toilet at work. It's like, oh, don't worry, we'll bring the gambling to you. Like, I don't know. I don't like it. Scary. Scary. If I can get to, like, Cataclysm every attempt, I will just eventually beat this today. It's going to happen. but I need to be, like, focused and committed to doing that, and it's so boring. Wow. So I think in this corridor, I'm just going to do a little tiny click here, because waiting to click, like, here is so scary. I hate getting close to this floor. I'll just do a little click in there, then. If I can even remember to do so. Man, I genuinely think that Windy Landscape is the hardest part of the level. It is not Cataclysm, it's not 9 Circles, it's not Supersonic. Actually, it might be Supersonic because of that triple spike. You need to get really just generally lucky to not die to anything at the triple spike. Are there any vapors in chat? If so, stop that. It's nasty. And the thing about vapors is, like, at least the smokers go outside. They know they're not wanted in public spaces or in indoor areas or around anybody, so they go outside to do their business. Vapors are like, oh, it's not smoking, so it's okay to do it in, like, a crowded room. No, I almost said so many bad things. Just know that I almost called you bad things, anyone who does that. It's the same shit. It's water vapor, so it's better. No, it's not. What do you mean the flavored nicotine formaldehyde water from China isn't good for me? What? Crazy. Damn it. If there wasn't a 9 Circles effect here, it'd be a lot better to look at. You see what I mean? Like, I hate balancing like this. Well, okay, so balancing like this is kind of ideal for short levels, but this is like twice the length of the kind of level I want to be playing. Oh, that's cool. I never died like that before. Just when the end of your level, like last quarter, is harder than everything else by like at least double, I really don't want your level to be like 2 minutes long. I just really don't. I do not want to play the video game for 90 seconds and then get a chance at the hard thing. You know? It's just not fun. And, like, the rest of this level's easy, but it's not easy enough to where I'm guaranteed to get to the end every attempt, you know? Red World, I can see where you're coming from with Red World. I still struggle a decent bit with what's going on in, like, the pre-drop, but Red World is crazy. I don't know if I agree that that's, like, the easiest extreme. It's like, it's up there with the easiest, for sure. I guess it's down there. It's up, down. I think just Red World challenges your skills with game modes that most people just suck more at, like Swing Copter. Wow, I've never seen that before. I think what happened was I was upside down here, right? And I hold, and I let go. And then I started holding right as I hit this right side up portal, and then just went zoop. Really cool ways to be dying. You know, the fact that there is like a 50% chance that I have to stream this again next time to beat it is making me really sad. Because I made it to 93 inside of like 20 attempts from 0. What? Easiest skill-based extreme, but wait, I don't know. Like, skill-based is such a funny, like, term to give a level. Like, isn't everything skill-based? I feel like that's just, like, too vague. There's, like, timings, and there's memory, and there's, like, flow, and then there's, like, duels, and then there's choke points. There's all these, like, different kinds of ways they make their levels skill-based. But just saying, like, Red World is skill-based, but Aku is easier because it's not. It's like, well, hold on now. What does that mean? Man, it's like, I don't know what happened to Windy Landscape in this level, because I beat Windy Landscape like a long time ago, like 2017 or something. I almost beat Windy Landscape 10 years ago, and I've gotten so much better, but for some reason now the part is like so much harder than I ever remember it being. I don't know if, like, maybe something happened to make it buggier when it was copied from the Woogie level and put in the Zobros level. I don't know. Would not surprise me if something happened. If it was, like, mutated. Yeah, and then there's 2-player, which is, like, a whole different thing. 2-player levels are probably the coolest levels in the game that I will never, like, attempt to beat. I don't think I've got the brain or the fingers for that. They are really cool, though. Very cool. And, like, with the time it would take me to learn even an easy 2-player duel, like, say, Duelo Maestro, those duels are really not that crazy. In the world of 2-player duels, that's pretty damn easy. Like, the time it would take me to learn that by myself, I could do so much with my life with that time. I would need to really, really feel passionately about a 2-player level if I were to, like, grind it out and beat it. And I don't think I'm ever going to get there. That would need to make me feel more strongly than any level before. You know? I've never felt so strongly about a level in this game that I would take that much time to beat it. Or even just to learn it, you know? Learning the 2-player duel patterns and then committing your fingers to memorizing that, that's one thing. And then actually beating it, because, like, most 2-player levels aren't entirely 2-player. There's other shit going on. Like, Duelo Maestro is, like, the asymmetrical 2-player duel makes up, like, less than 30% of that level or something. Like, there's so much more of that level you have to be good at after learning the hardest part by far, you know? Watching the progress bar tick away so slowly, it just hurts my loins. Anyone else's loins hurt? Where are my loin acres at? Loin acres? The Louisiana perchance. But yeah, that's just a right side up portal. And it takes from the upside down wave, so you just fall into it. Don't click into it. Like, you can spam, but just spam, like, later after you've fallen. It's not that hard. I was just so, like, far to the right with my click pattern that, like, if I did this input a little sooner, I would have been fine. Ugh. Sucks, dude. Super sucks. It super sucks. Doesn't even suck a little bit. I'm gonna... Actually, you know what? Hold on. Ultimate Demon Mix 2. That's right, I'm getting a copy involved. Because I just don't want to, like, play and practice to get all the way to the thing that I'm dying at. I just want to do, like, Supersonic and Windy Landscape. Mostly Windy Landscape, if I'm being honest. Is there a good, like... Wow, the 9 circles chunk is really long, I'm just realizing now. I guess, like, from the dual wave would be, like, a good place to start. I don't know, man. Gotta pull the lever again. Pull the lever, Kronk! I love that movie. I don't talk about the movie enough. It's a good movie. I remember, like, when I watched it as a kid, I didn't like how long the main character stayed a llama, you know? I don't know why I had issue with that, but... I didn't even make it to the triple, dude. The triple is, like, choke point number 1 of, like, 12 in this level. I didn't even make it there, man. And then... eh. Yeah, let's beat it now that I'm in practice mode on a copy from a start position. Oh, yeah. Woohoo! Oh, yes, dude. Let's go! How do I get your icons like that? How do you get your icons like that? You mean like the gradient that I've got going on? That's just like icon gradients, a mod on Geode. Very easy to use. Maybe you just mean like, how did I find these icons? In which case I made most of them. Texture pack in the description. Frickham's Affirmative. It's a really good name. Kronk is like top 5 animated characters ever made. You know, I've been going back through The Office, the US Office, and watching some of that again, now that I have like a better grasp of like comedy writing and I can appreciate more things. No! Dude, that's so sad. Whoa! It really looks like I should have died here. I don't know about you guys. Like, if I died here, I definitely should have died here. Like, look at the overlap happening here. What? Like, excuse me? Okay. What's up, Delta Gamer? Been subbed for like 3 years. Ooh, look how pretty the level looks right here. Woogie's deco really is amazing. I don't like that death very much. So I think a big part of why this is so hard now is because in older updates you could just hold here and then get the jump very consistently. Now it's a timing, and if you time it too late, you super die. Tragic. I'm civil and respectful and will not spam. I'm so mature and so humble, I will not be annoying. I will do the bare minimum as a chatter. Thank you, Black Lord. How hard is Windy Landscape out of 10? If, like, 1 is Stereo Madness and 10 is Society, this is probably like a 2 or 3. I don't like those last 3 jumps. Now I'm worried about it. I don't know. I don't know how to do difficulty on a scale of 1 to 10 in Geometry Dash. Just because, like, we have Extreme Demons at the end of difficulty. But Extreme Demons fluctuate so much in difficulty It's like, I don't know how to really scale things anymore. Like, can we say society is like 10 times harder than Aku? Probably. Can we say it's 20 times harder than Aku? Probably. So like where does it end? Like the easiest extreme versus the hardest. Like it gets really hard to scale, I feel. Dude, if you died there, I will be so mad at you and never forgive you until 5 minutes later when I get bored. This is so scary. Why? What is happening that is making me die so much? My finger needs surgery, I think. I don't know why this is like harder than any part in an Extreme Demon I've ever played. But click! There was a click there. I don't know if you guys saw or heard it. In Extreme Demons, you got like Aku and Thinking Space 2. What does that mean? That's like the beginning of a thought, but like, where's the rest of it? And then that happens. Like, bro. Like the skill range. Okay. What's up, Venegranda? How you doing? I am hanging in there. I have died to like 85 or something on this level today, and then 93. Otherwise, I'm doing great. Do I think I could beat the level with like 9 frame perfects at the beginning and then just like a really annoying medium demon at the end? Gosh, I don't want to really think about that at the moment. Probably not. Like, I've tried the wave, and I don't think that's something I will want to do. Just because I could get lucky and beat it in, like, a stream, you know? I could also get really unlucky and not beat it for, like, 10 of them. And the reality of me playing that level for 10 streams, not beating it, is just a little bit too sad for me to want to take the gamble. Also, my hands are very cold at the moment. Not super excited for all that. Alright. Whatever you say, man. What do you mean, am I starting from scratch? No, I actually have a robot that plays each attempt until about 50% and I take over. I have no, like, circulation happening in my fingers. Surprised I'm able to play as well as I am, which is not well, but like, my hands are freaking cold. And it's like, does anyone ever get the cold hands where like the rest of your body's fine, the rest of your body's chilling, it's having a great time, maybe even sweating a little bit because it's so warm, and your fingers are like in Antarctica, they're just not producing any heat anymore. Well, I know you don't get those fingers. But thank you for your input regardless. You know what? Screw you for your input. Oh my gosh. I don't know what I could change about how I'm playing to make it easier to see this part. I'm gonna shake my hands. Give them a little shimmy. Try to get some blood in there. Come on, blood. That's what British people probably say, right? Come on, blood in it. Go in my fingers in it. So you can be a bit warmer in it. I don't want to rest in piss. I want to rest in my bed. That's where I'm most comfortable resting, you know? You seem kind of unenthusiastic. Yeah, this is like top 3 most boring levels of all time. But I'm enthusiastic about chat. I'm enthusiastic about you guys. You guys are great. Okay, there's like 1% more blood in my fingers after that now, so let's do it. I'm currently drawing you on fire. You just don't get fans like Cute Twirl these days, you know? They don't make them like they used to. The Howdy fan meetup is just a line of people asking if they can set Howdy on fire. That's like my idea of like a perfect meetup at like a VidCon or something. I've thought about doing like a VidCon. I don't know. It's so much money. It's like, I would literally only be going for you guys and like whoever would want to meet me there, you know? I would have no other reason to enjoy that. Because most of what goes on at a VidCon would like just piss me off or stress me out or just make me want to go home. I'd sooner just like, I don't know. I'd rent out like like a Burger King party room and then just invite a bunch of people to come hang out. Howdy fan meetup happening at this specific Burger King in the party room in the back. How did you guys feel if you watched a Howdy video and then halfway through there was a Burger King sponsorship? Oh, I'm dead. Somehow not. Wow. Okay. I've never been so certain of a death before. Dude, I can't do it. I wish there was a way to see, like, where your input would have been, you know? That'd be a cool mod, if it could be made, maybe. Yeah, why does my hitbox trail only go back so far? It looks very off-putting. Goo! Goo! Dude, give it a break. Me? Are we sure? I've been live for several hours. I don't need a break. Oh, maybe I do need a break. That's a long time. I just like the hitbox trail just like not going all the way to the end of the screen. This sucks. You want me to like turn on hand cam on my other hand for reference? The one that's not doing anything? Actually, I don't think my webcam is like able to be plugged in right now. Delta Gamer, you take it easy, man. I'll see you for when you've been around for 4 years. Yeah, drawing hands is so hard. It's like my motivation to draw something just like plummets whenever I get to a hand or a foot. Because you can kind of like make a hand-looking shape with just a few like vague objects, but like here's a square and here's a little triangle and then here's a couple smaller triangles. It's like, ta-da, you have like a fist. There you go. And like that works. But the fingers, man, you can't make fingers look good. It's impossible, and everyone who makes them look good is cheating. Feet have always been a little bit easier for me, of course, unless I draw toes. If they're like feet in socks, I'm a little better at that. I can usually figure out the shaping of a foot in like a few minutes, but a hand takes me like a half an hour. Honestly, just like removing this entire chunk of the level would make it a lot better, I think. You beat Theory of Skrillex, move immediately onto Cataclysm. Man, 9 Circles levels are just not as easy as they used to be. I don't want to take off my sunglasses to try to help me see. Like, then I'd probably just, like, making my eyes worse by the time I'm, like, 30. I don't want to do that. My hardest is Prismatic Haze by Sir Trax and Gizbro. An extreme demon around Bloodbath difficulty, if you've not heard of it. I don't recommend playing it in 2.2, because 2.2 kind of fucked up how sync works for, like, older levels, so it doesn't really sync anymore. I like am not very far away from quitting this level. I can't lie to you guys. It's just so unpleasant to play. I fight through the photosensitivity in the 9 circles wave where I like can't freaking see a thing. I fight through the bugs in the supersonic and the bugs in windy landscape, and the stars can't all align for one attempt. I can get all but like 1 star. Oh my gosh. I really don't want to drop this level because like it's not hard. It's just brutal in every other way. I know it looks like I'm close because of how I've been progressing, but like, you have to get so lucky for the last 30%. Like every, like 2%, there's a new thing that has like a 50% chance to kill you. I have to win so many dice rolls at the end of like a 90-second run. What, bro? Oh my gosh. This is like the most demoralizing level I think I've ever played. I don't remember a spider part in Change of Scene giving me any more trouble than, like, the other parts in Change of Scene. What the fuck, man? Why does sometimes it resorts to the upside down wave for the transition and sometimes it's this one, the right side normal? Like, why? Like, it just makes the transition not work half the time. Chat, I need help. I need you to send your favorite emoji one time. Lately, I've been really enjoying the lungs emoji. Let's see what we've got here. Looks like a bee emoji, fish emoji. Like pale face, weary emoji, thumbs up emoji. It's a classic. I can't even see what Venogranda is. It's like a square with letters in it. Elephant. You did not send one Santa Claus. You sent 12 of them. I'll let it slide. But if I see one more Santa Claus, it's over for you. And then there's like the cable car emoji. That was like a thing for like a month. I didn't know what that meant. Yeah, some of the emojis just aren't showing up. They're like little rectangles. I don't know what's up with that. Elephant. My favorite animal? I'm a sucker for a cuttlefish. I like cuttlefish a lot. Oh, that was cool. My jump got eaten from the slope. Oh, man. I just can't express how little Geometry Dash I want to play right now. Because it's this level. Like, I wanted to do other things. I want to be free. Let's go. Another Howard stream. Welcome, Charlie Ninust. What is Charlie Ninust supposed to... Charlie Quest? Is the 9 supposed to be like a Q, maybe? I don't know what's up with that. Betta fish are really pretty. I've never heard of a betta fish. I've only heard of worse fish. Least favorite game. That's tricky, because like I don't really play games that I don't like. You know, and if I look at a game and say, wow, I think I'll hate that, then I just don't play it, you know? I don't usually waste the time and money to get a game that I think looks like shit, and then I play it and it is shit. So it's either like a shit surprise, or it's like a little bit not as good as I was hoping. That's kind of like my gaming experience with disappointments. Yeah, it's tricky. That is a tricky question. I don't really have a good answer. I mean, my disappointment when playing Need for Speed Unbound was... It was measurable, but it was a lot. I did not enjoy that game. Now, I did get to play it on like a free weekend or something, so... At no expense to me, but it was still not worth the time. I even did a whole like stream with it too. I made like a thumbnail and everything. It's like, come check out me playing this new racing game that sucks shit, and I'll give up in like 45 minutes because it's bad. I'm not like super involved in the Need for Speed community, but I know a lot of people like Unbound, and they get really pissy when you say anything bad about it. That's like my least favorite kind of person. Like, you can like things that are bad. I like things that are bad, but you can't like get upset when people point out the bad stuff, because like it's there and you can't like pretend that it's not. What about Need for Slow? Need for Slow is what Zobro said when he made this level. He just needed to make like the most boring level of all time with maybe like the most offensive balancing proportional to its difficulty. Now part of this level sucking so much ass is just because of the bugs that were probably not a thing in 1.9, or either maybe like harder to pull off in 1.9. I don't know. Maybe this just wasn't playtested much at all. But yeah, this level makes me sad. How do you... I am member... You are! Thank you! Wait, did I miss a membership thing? I didn't see one. I saw you earlier in chat, not a member. And you've become a member now, but I don't see a notification for it. That's weird. Well, thank you so much. I assume it's rated. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Maybe it'll give you the option for the notification, like, here shortly. I don't know. YouTube just doesn't have its shit together sometimes. Why? Why does it freaking do that? I hate it. I hate it so much. I didn't even die to it, but I almost did. That's bad enough. Like, that transition never gave me any problems until today. And I've gotten to that part so many times. That was close. Got a little haircut. can't do it. I can't do it. Howdy, I remember now. I know. We just talked about that. Thank you. Appreciate it. Still hasn't given you your notification, though. That's weird. Because, like, usually when people become a member, it gives them the option to, like, let Howdy know with a big green pop-up, you know? But I saw no such thing. Alright, go is officially after 9 circles, apparently, because, like, what the hell? I think he's a member now. How can we be sure, though? Because, like, I don't know. Do we have any proof? I don't want to just take people's word for it. Every single click in the 9 circles part has an equal chance of killing me, and I hate it. I hate that it's that hard. I know for a fact I would not be dying there if I could, like, see anything. I mean, like, it's a pretty tight wave in some places. Like, I would die there, but it would not be, like, every time I get there like it is right now. This is my greater point. That wave was pretty. It just looked nice, you know? Nice, handsome wave. What, you became a member? Do you mean it? You're not lying to me, are you? You're not just playing with my emotions? I just really need you to confirm that you've become a member. Then maybe I can trust you. Nice save. I don't understand. Howdy, I bless you to beat this. Thank you. Thank you, Zizank42. Maybe it's Ank42. That's a good name. Goo goo gaga. I want to be done with this level. That's what little baby Forrest Whitaker said in Key and Peele skit number 45 or something. Key and Peele are really funny, because, like, they're a funny comedy duo, right? And then Jordan Peele was just, he got offered the role of the poop emoji in the Emoji Movie, and he said, that's it, I'm gonna direct horror movies now. He just like snapped, he'd had it. And then Keegan-Michael Key is like voicing Toad in the Mario movies now. So like, it's just really funny to see the directions they both went. Not like Keegan-Michael Key's some kind of loser for making money, you know, like it's his job to voice act. Makes sense. It's just like, if they offered Keegan-Michael Key the role of the poop emoji, he probably would have taken it and made a good bit of money, you know? I wonder if Keegan-Michael Key is going to snap at some point soon and then start making horror movies. Considering I could have beaten this level in like 2018, it's making me really sad how unlucky I'm getting on it now. Poop is like the opposite of horror. Well, you've never been to my house. I think poop and horror are synonyms. You see that new poop movie, Obsession? All of the poop themes were just, you know, pulled off to perfection, I thought. Go, never mind, stay. I have to go see, bro. Would be cool if you listened to and rated one of my songs on stream. Maybe another time. Right now, I don't want to do anything except for get this level over with as soon as possible. But have a good one. And keep making music, man. That's awesome. Opinion on the Backrooms movie. It's a little silly. It's a little bit silly. I thought as far as Backrooms movies could have gone, I thought it was pretty good. It exceeded my expectations. It was not really what I wanted out of a Backrooms movie, but it was better than what I thought they would make. And that was good enough. Versus the FNAF movie did not exceed one expectation. Not a single expectation. I was disappointed on every possible front with the FNAF movie. And I heard the second one was worse. So I haven't had the courage to watch that one. I feel like it kind of couldn't have been clearer what people liked about Five Nights at Freddy's. And then Five Nights at Freddy's movie said, okay, let's do none of that. And we'll make millions of dollars. And they did, because people are stupid. And also 12 years old. Often at the same time, you know. Multitasking. Now, I will shed no more tears over the FNAF movie. I've just accepted that it was not ever going to be good. But, like, it could have been. The saddest part about the FNAF movie was just that, like, according to, like, Scott Cawthon, who was, I think, involved with the choice of, like, script that they went for, they went through so many scripts before settling on the perfect one, and that was it. That was the winner. It's like, we cannot be serious. I hope I'm wrong in that Scott Cawthon was involved, because I'd like to think he would not have let that happen. No, I didn't expect a cinematic masterpiece. I expected at least one thing from the first game that I liked, and there was none of that. Icosa? Man, he messed me up. It was actually my ship that exploded, even though he was technically a part of that experience. If I were like 12 years old, I probably would have thought the movie was cool. I don't know if I would. I'm like trying to reinstate my 12-year-old Five Nights at Freddy's mindset, and then I'm like reliving some of the moments from that movie. I think even 12-year-old me would have thought that was the stupidest shit ever. There's maybe like 3 scenes I would have taken somewhat seriously. Everything else just made me sad. Are you hating on Kid Name for his semicolon use? I couldn't read your entire message, but that's what it looked like. We are punctuation fans here. Like, you don't have to use it, but those who choose to use it deserve medals of honor. Punctuation is gravely underused on the internet. You guys have no idea how much clearer you can make your messages with just a couple little extra buttons. I do not deserve a Medal of Honor, period. That's what I'm saying. Look at that guy go. How would I have known that that was the end of his statement if he didn't put a period there? You guys are missing out. Like, at least use commas. Like, no punctuation, but you do use commas. I get it. I get it. I feel like a lot of people find themselves in that boat. Commas are just kind of necessary for general structuring of sentences. Periods, not necessary, but I like to use them sometimes. Semicolons are pretty rare and often not necessary, but still cool, you know. None of punctuation is, like, necessary. Semicolons are just a scenario where, like, there aren't any more people that are going to get what you're saying because you put a semicolon there. It's just, like, to be as proper as possible, which, you know, that's a good enough reason to do it, but I don't know the rules of when and when not to use semicolons well enough to, like, try using them myself. Okay. What is a 95? Ship to cube transition over a triple spike that I entered too high. Didn't even get a chance at the triple. Windy landscape, if that was what you were asking. I think I have 291 deaths, 193 death, 195 death. I know what you're gonna say. All of them were my fault. Well, I think only one of them was my fault. No, 2 of them were my fault. I think the 291 deaths were to a cube, like, hitbox bug. Which I don't think was a thing before 2.2, because I don't ever remember, like, seeing that before. Pardon? Okay. Scale of 1 to 10, how annoying is this level? It's just kind of annoying that Ouroboros chose the hardest parts of Supersonic and Windy Landscape to be right next to each other at the end of the level. Now, okay, I guess it's not the hardest part of Supersonic, but it's one of my least favorite parts of Supersonic. The hardest part probably would have been the duel, and thank goodness that is not in the level. But definitely the hardest part of Windy Landscape is featured at the tail end of the level. And I don't know if you know this, but the beginning of Windy Landscape was accidentally made a decent bit harder in 2.2 because of the way they changed how, like, jumping off of a slope works. So, the balancing is not quite as bad. Or, like, the balancing is slightly worse than what Ouroboros intended, but it's still very bad, and I cannot recommend that anybody play this. If you like really slow, boring levels, I think you'll like it. Viv, I appreciate you hanging out for a while, and that €10 donation was very generous. You have a good one. I appreciate your support in these trying times. Hopefully, I will not see you for the next Ultimate Demon Mix stream. Hopefully, this is the last one. If it's not, I will probably have a very sad rest of my week. The thing is, I'm not even up to 1,000 attempts yet. It's just that every attempt takes so long. It feels like I've been on this level for years. Next video will be Recent Tab Bingo. Have no worries, you guys will get your fix. I had to blink. I unfortunately needed to blink and cover my eyes with some more tears. And that did me in. Yes, that is old Cataclysm, because new Cataclysm hadn't come out at this point. Camp Miggy. What is good, man? Fellow celebrity. Ha ha ha. Just kidding, I don't like the C word. Husky, good to see you. Welcome in, how are you doing? We should ban the blinks. If I had eyes that just didn't need to do that, that'd be pretty cool. I'd be a little bit better at GD. I don't really have strong motivation to return to Wheel of Pain, you know? I don't really have anything that I want to play except for I want to redo the Robtop levels, because last time we didn't even play Finger Dash. I, like, forgot about that. The video ends with my PC, like, crashing or something. Or at least GD crashing. And then I just, like, didn't feel like booting the game up again and, like, trying to figure it out. So I would like to do that again and include Finger Dash and Dash. And then I would like to also do a Wheel of Pain video with the tower, maybe. The The tower's, like, pretty easy for the most part, and I don't even know, like, what Megahack features could even apply to platformer, but I can maybe figure something out there. Otherwise, it's just, like, gauntlets that are left, you know? Or maybe more map packs, but there's not a lot of map packs I feel would be very good for a map pack Wheel of Pain video. I feel like I already played the map packs that I thought were best for that. And then, like, so many of the new gauntlets are just too hard for a Wheel of Pain video, you know? Generally, if it's got, like, 8, 9, 10 stars in it, it is not gonna work for a Wheel of Pain video, because I need to have that recorded inside of 2 hours, and there's too many factors that could make that take much longer if the levels are hard. So any gauntlet with demons, automatic no. And then most of the gauntlets I've been seeing are either ones with demons or ones that are like only 3 stars or something. And that's like, okay, I want something a little harder than that. Ideally. Wasn't even close. Oh, it actually was very close. Dude, what the hell? Rewind to the UFO I was playing earlier at the end of Windy Landscape from a start position. My hitbox was like super overlapping a saw hitbox, but I didn't die. I was like fine. It's just, I can't get lucky for one attempt. I can get lucky for most of an attempt, but it's never enough to, like, pass all the dumb shit. Wheel of Bliss when? Oh no, I died! I have to spin again! Listen to your favorite song and have a dance party. Oh yeah! Share one of your favorite memes with the video. Oh yeah, I like this one. I should do the Wheel of Bliss. Wheel of Bliss to celebrate my completion of this shit-ass level. I think I would have dropped this level if I didn't like the song as much as I do. It is doing a pretty notable amount of heavy lifting for my enjoyment here. Oh man, it just hurts so much. Just hurts so much. Hello, E-Loves, how are you doing? I just, like, I don't think I'm going to beat this level without dying to every percent in the last, like, quarter of the level. I think that's kind of where we're at. Ooh, that's a good one. Huge fan. You know how big of a fan I am? I'm this big of a fan. Do you see how far apart my arms are? I think I made the sound from my far apart arms as I was actively clicking, so they couldn't have been that far. No, whenever I have to take my hands off of my, like, desk area, I just, like, keep clicking with my toes. I got them, like, at the ready most of the time. Like, most of this level on its own is kind of fun to play, you know? Like, Zobros chose some pretty fun parts. But he just put all the hard ones right at the end, and 2.2 makes them a little bit buggier. And my eyesight makes 9 circles a little bit harder. I just died for the message, poop the movie. Totally worth it. Would you like to be a cameo character in my upcoming GD Plants vs. Zombies remake, Spikes vs. Cubes? What, so you would just, like, make my little cube for the level? And it would just, like, be in the background or something? Because that would be awesome. I might even have, like, a suitable recreation of my cube in GD that I could, like, upload and send to you, like, unlisted or something. That would be awesome. I would be honored. I've never played a Plants vs. Zombies game. Most people would probably say it's my biggest blunder as a human. It's probably the worst thing I've ever done. If I die and I go see God and he's like, I'm sorry, man, you made one too many errors in your life. There's one sin you committed that was too big. I would probably just assume from that point that it was not playing Plants vs. Zombies. So I should probably do that before I die, because it might be like tomorrow. You never know. Howard, when's next video? Maybe the last video was my last video, you know? Maybe I'll never make another one again because I die tomorrow. You never know. Next video should be out this weekend. Also, my hardest is Prismatic Haze by Sortrax and Gizbro. It's around Bloodbath difficulty if you've not heard of it. Blunder sounds like a slur. I don't think so. Lots of things sounds like slur. Not blunder. Blunder doesn't sound like slur. What was the word we were talking about the other day that did sound like a slur? I think it was spigot. Spigot, yeah. I keep thinking I'm gonna come out lower, and then look. I mean, like, I guess I came out in the middle. I just did like a little click in case my duels were too close to these blocks. Just the transitions of this level are like the hardest parts, and it's so sad. My heart can't take much more of this level. I'm like rapidly aging. My hairline is receding. My grays are starting to come in just from playing this level. My fingers passed the point of like, oh, I'm so cold, I'm gonna play worse. Now it's just like, I'm so cold, I've given up on trying to play worse. You win, dude. Now it just feels like numb. No, this is not a good any point in your life, Insane Demon. Please never play this. Maybe in 1.9 this would have been okay, but do not play this in 2.2. It's not worth it. I maintain that there is a decent chance I drop this. That's how, like, horrible it is as an experience. It is such a waste of time. The way this level is made and constructed. It is just so disrespectful to me. I don't think I have seen this Family Dude episode you're talking about. I saw like the first 4 seasons or so, and then I stopped once it started getting like annoying partway through season 5. I think is about how far I made it. Generally, I am very tired of anything multiverse related, which is why I am not looking forward to the new Avengers movie. Or the new Spider-Man movie. Not like Brand New Day, I don't think that's doing much of that. I think like Beyond the Spider-Verse is the one I'm talking about. Or maybe it's Across the I don't freaking know. I don't know, the multiverse was neat in like 2009 when Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions came out for the Wii and I played it. And now, ever since then, I just do not care about the multiverse. Just get it out of my face. It is like the lazy writing Olympics. Writers are just having a field day with the multiverse. They can just do whatever they want and it works. I hate it. Sure, man. Why not? Let's die to every percent. Let's do 98. Let's do 99, man. Let's do it. Let's go. Yes. I am so sad. I don't think I've ever been this sad playing level before. just want it to be over with. I just don't want to play it anymore. I play for so long to get to the hard things, and it takes so much out of me to pass them. Like, you know how hard it is for my eyes to find every gap in 9 circles so I can, like, accurately time my inputs? This shit's hard, man. I have to, like, my eyes are working overtime to try to, like, navigate that part. And then Windy Landscape is full of, like, every single hard timing in the entire level. I've grouped Cataclysm in with the easy parts now, and I get there, I'm like, okay, I have a break. And then that little mini UFO at the end, it was easy when I beat Windy Landscape, but when I was playing Windy Landscape, I got to the UFO every, like, 10 seconds. So getting to it every, like, 30 to 60 minutes. Actually, that's the first time I've ever gotten there, but, like, you know. With how long it takes me to get back there, there's no real point in, like, practicing a click pattern that I feel comfortable with for the UFO. Because I'm just gonna forget it by the time I get there. Like, what's the point? Jimmy, shut the fuck up. I love you so much. I didn't mean it, but you're also being really annoying at a very bad time. Read the room, bro. I love you with all my heart. I wish the best for you as a person, but you're very annoying right now. Stop it. Yeah, it's not even close. This is my worst experience with any level. The runner-up probably would have been, like... I don't even know. I was gonna say Prismatic because of how many times I did, but, like, that was an easy fix. You just pause in the middle of the level, and now the end syncs. It's easy. Like, I would rather play the end of Prismatic Haze at the end of this level than the fucking bullshit it's got going on. I mean, like, I'd rather play this than the Furious, but not by much. My worst experience beating a level, I don't know what that would be. No, no, this will not be a video. Like, if it's not demoralizing enough to play this level, imagine editing through this footage for weeks. Like, yeah, most of my streams of this level have been me being in, like, a pretty chipper mood, or at least trying. But just reliving this level and how bad it is for weeks, I don't want to do that. It's also not hard or significant enough for me to want to warrant, like, making a video out of it. It doesn't deserve a video. It's not cool enough or good enough or hard enough. The only scenario that I would turn this into a video is if for some reason this level was very, like, emotionally significant for me. Like, it just meant a lot sentimentally. Do you like Qkey? It is a pretty cool level. I like Qkey. The deco is probably my least favorite part, but like it's still good. It just doesn't really interest me very much. But yeah, Qkey's very cool. One of the coolest levels in like the... Is that still top 50? I don't know anymore. It could be anywhere between like top 30 and top 50. I don't know. Absolutely still top 50? Okay. Also solo level, which is really cool. Any solo Extreme Demon, like, gameplay, deco, verification, sometimes even song. That's so cool. You make the song yourself, then you make the level to the song, then you decorate the level that you made to your song, then you verify the level that you made to your song. Crazy. Crazy. One of the most impressive things you can do in GD if the level and song are, like, good. I made an MP3 of just, like, me farting, and then I made a level and decorated it. It's 12 seconds. It's my greatest creation. Qkey's 27? Okay. How did it go with Acropolis? I had a pretty great time with Acropolis. That's a good level. Wait, okay, never mind. I didn't have a good time with the level. Not yet, at least. Poo Cubed is 50 right now? Okay. I feel like just demons have changed places so much in like the top 50 lately that I don't care too much to keep up with it. They've kind of always been changing around a lot. Like Tartarus, Truefet, Hard Machine, Zodiac and Kinos. They just like they play musical chairs all day long. It's like I don't think like if they're really that close in difficulty, no one's really gonna care that much. Like which one's higher. Let's just pick one and stick with it. That was at least the case in like 2022. Now we have enough levels in between them to like kind of make sense of it. it's so much harder than it should be. Yeah, rip Zodiac. It doesn't really sound weird that Zodiac is no longer in the top 150 hardest levels. Like, that makes sense to me for how old the level is. What doesn't sound right is that you don't get list points for beating it anymore. Like, you can beat Zodiac as a new hardest, and you will still have 0 list points on your account. Like, that's crazy. I don't agree with that. You know, I don't agree that with as soon as levels fall onto the legacy, like, the points are gone. It's no longer impressive that you beat that level according to the list team. Like, why? Sure, like, you can diminish the point value of legacy levels once they fall off, but like, it shouldn't be worth nothing. And like, maybe it's been updated recently and that is the case, but at least last I checked, legacy levels give you absolutely nothing. Now, if I were to beat a legacy level like Cataclysm today, obviously that wouldn't get me any points and that makes sense, but I guess then you have to decide where the cutoff is for like where legacy levels will still give you points. Or just like, I don't know, if you beat a level while it's on the list and then it falls off, it should absolutely be worth something. If you beat a legacy level after the fact, it makes sense that it wouldn't give you anything. Like, that's fair. Also, list points don't matter and they're stupid, but if I were someone who was grinding this game, beating as many hard levels as I could, I would be pissed. Alright, so Go is now at 98%. Everyone start saying Go at 98%. That's when I will need your support. Here's the deal. You guys ready for the deal? I refuse to play this for another stream. If I can't beat it by the end of today, I will drop it and spin for the next level. This level is not worth the time it would take to beat if I cannot beat it today. That is where I'm at. What's up, Booney? How you doing? I hit the orbs too late. If you don't buffer this blue, you touch this portal before you need to use it, so even if you landed here soon enough to not die to the spike, the portal wouldn't do anything for you, and you would just die. How long have I been live? Just over 2 hours. Okay, I got like 30 minutes left in me, maybe. Notice how I'm getting to like 85 at least every like other attempt. That should speak volumes of how bad this balancing is. Yeah, Booney, you're new to the stream. I have died to like 85 or after, I think like over 10 times today. Yeah, this level's like a medium demon until like 80%, and then it's like the hardest, buggiest thing of all time. Fuck you! Fuck off! Hate this level, dude. Let's freaking go. What just fell over? Oh no, my MIDI controller. I've got like a half-size keyboard leaned against my windowsill. I think I nudged it with my chair. Sorry, little guy. He'll be okay. He's built to last. He's sturdy.
Hello?
Streaming, beat a level, all good.
I have never been more scared for my life.
What? Because of the screaming or the thing that fell over?
That was terrifying, dude. I feel like I'm about to cry. I'm so scared.
I'm sorry.
What the hell?
I'm sorry. That's just how
What the hell?
poorly this level has been going.
Oh my gosh.
All good. Sorry to scare you. A little bit feel like shit now. That's okay. Felt like shit before. Under 1K maybe. I don't know how many attempts on copies I have. And do I have a second one? I do have a second one. Oh, not under 1,000. Oh well. Well, it's not like it would have really counted for under 1,000 anyway, because like I've played all the levels that make up that level a lot. A lot of attempts on Kata and Decode and Windy Landscape, Supersonic, so like whatever. It's close enough. Easy. Didn't I also say that like a few days ago? There's so many comments, goodness. I didn't think this would still be as popular as it was. Didn't I get 95 and say easy? That would have been like a week ago. I don't know, whatever. Yay, we get to spin the level and play something else. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, worst experience with the level. Definitely. Not really even that close. Okay, so now let us pull up the wheel of names. Let's see. Why is it always like a different... The window is a different size every time I open it. It's the same OBS source. Like, why is it doing that? Okay, come here, little guy. Gotta shrink you down. That's a little too small. That's pretty good. Okay, we have 2 levels left. Flowering and Late. Late is a hard demon, little learny. I should be able to beat it within like 2 hours, which will probably have to be next stream. And then we have Flowering, which is a pretty tough, insane demon that is very learny. Should be good, though. Should be sync-based and everything, but that one will definitely take multiple streams. Let's see. I've never heard it tick this little, because there's only 2 options. We're getting late. Okay. Flowering is the final level, which makes sense, because it's probably also the learniest. Okay. The final level. This whole thing is blue, but there's just... The name of the level is just right there in the corner. Okie dokie. Let's do that. Let's play Late. Got like 30-ish minutes left of my stream time. Keep the spinner, well, in case I beat Late this stream? I don't know about that. You sound so joyful now. I mean, yeah, that was like the saddest I've ever been over a level. And now it's over. And that was still a terrible... Like, that was the last possible moment, basically, I could have beaten it. You know? That was rough. Does this use a Nong? I forget. I think so. Yeah, okay. I remembered that all on my own, and then it was validated later. Yeah, it's very different gameplay from what we were just playing. Ah, don't do 2. Oh gosh, what? Wait, what did I just do? Did I just click too late and land on like the... I don't know. I don't know what just happened. So you don't even need to time that one. Oh, yes you do! There's a gap in between the... I didn't even see that. So, what I'm not looking forward to in this level is the almost sync. You know? Which is like, there's plenty of almost sync in all sorts of levels, but... It's especially bothersome with levels that aren't, like, hard. That's, like, pretty close. No! It's not healthy for you. Oh, gosh. I do not like this timing. Samai is. Yeah, like that just doesn't sync. I must have screwed something up. Forgot what to do here. I don't know. I don't know what to do about that. Upside down portal too early. Of course, because that's the thing that sinks. Gotcha. See, I hit it properly, right? Oh, okay. It's only possible to do as a buffer if you time it right. Okay. Okay. I wonder how much of this level you could play as the ball. I don't care to figure that out. Okay. Now this is like kind of where the level starts, I guess. This is at least the part that like scares me the most. It's at least very good gameplay. I enjoy this. Like, I don't like mini cube gameplay most of the time, but this is about as good as it gets for me. May I ask a question? Shoot, Vina Granda. Shoot like you do with guns, maybe. Ask me the question, like, faster than the speed of sound. Ooh, hold here. And then the yellow for a little more height. That's cool. I like that. Okay, thanks. The permission to ask the question was all Vina Granda was really looking for. Oh gosh. Do I just bonk my head? Is that gonna be okay? What? Do I not have the height to do that? Did I miss something, or did I just not hold long enough somehow? Yeah, this level's gonna be pretty tough. What? That is correct. There is no question in the near future coming from me. Okay. I will keep my eyes unpeeled. That's cool. I like that. And so the cube is not as hard as I remember, at least so far. It may become that way the more I play it, but so far this robot's looking pretty tricky. And then this part's scary. This part is just plain scary. Like, you got a decent amount of room, but the visibility does not help things. Okay, one more jump. Jump late. Jump late. I don't even know if you need to jump late. Okay. I don't know if a jump is necessary there. Is it? Can I can't zoom anymore. I can't even do like a high-pitched scream anymore because I screamed low-pitched style earlier. At least lower pitched. You do not have to. Okay. What? You do have to like. Okay. Damn it. Yeah, okay, you do need to hit them late. Oh my gosh, really late. I also jumped off of the, like, platform underneath the platform I'm supposed to be on. Yeah, these jumps are a lot scarier than they probably should be to me. I can't say yay in a high-pitched voice anymore. It's gone. Dude, what the hell is this chat? Genuinely, what am I reading? Yeah, I don't know. Chat seems pretty normal. When I smeared poop on my wall, my parents had to clean it up, lol. That's just like, I feel like a lot of 1-year-olds have done that. Sharing it with strangers on the internet is a different matter, but... let's see. So there's not really any practicing to do with this ship. It's just to have good eyes and good finger for like 15 seconds or something. Yeah, that one, that top fella, the first fella on the top is just so hard for me to see. Ugh, hated that. Better place a checkpoint in case I die. Okay. Phew. That's me trying to, like, produce a normally high-pitched note for my standards. Phew. Phew. I can't do it. Oh my gosh. Oh, Sledgehammer by Peter Gabriel. That's a classic. Love that one. You can do it. Okay, I'll keep trying. Actually, I probably shouldn't do that. I don't know if, like, what I've just done to my voice quantifies damage, but in the case that it has, I don't want to, like, push it beyond its limits. No! No, so many of the orbs are unbufferable. Like, maybe all of them. Even the ones that look like, oh, maybe that's bufferable. No. No. No, it is not. Do you know Michael P., guy who drank Kirkland? I don't know. I'm just not going to read that guy's messages. It's been like 6 of them, and none of them have been real. Make your messages more real if you'd like Howdy to read them. Pro tip. There's luckily enough room for you to, like, mess up one of those gaps and then, like, save it afterwards. I like the little particle effect happening behind me. Dash Q. Do you prefer water or lemonade when you're, like, extra thirsty? Always water. Lemonade is probably, like, a top 3 or 4 beverage. I would go 4. I think I'll go milk is number 2. Lightly sweetened tea is number 3. And then my burp is number 4. Lemonade is good though. It can just be a little too sugary, you know. If there's too much sweetness to my beverage, it just stops quenching my thirst as efficiently, you know. In the wise words of me from years ago, if you're really thirsty and you drink Dr. Pepper, it'll give you balls cancer. It's too sweet. There is something to be said about Dr. Pepper fans just, like, being the most obnoxious about their favorite soda. The only thing that really, like, comes close would be, like, Pepsi versus Coke enthusiasts, like people who are just like fascinated by that debate for whatever reason. They taste like almost the same, bro. We can't pretend like one is clearly the obvious better choice. Like, no, it's the same shit. Damn it. I did beat Ultimate Demon Mix, and I did not update the title, so I am to blame for that one. But we are finally done with that horrible level. Probably the worst experience I've had in Geometry Dash. And it's like a pretty easy level, too, all things considered. Okay. Title has been updated. Today, low-key, just a filler day. You mean, like, as far as howdy streaming goes, or as far as, like, your real life goes? What just happened? What? Oh, I guess I just hit it too early. I thought I hit my head on something. It looked like I was so short and sad. Real life. Howdy streams are never filler. Thank you, man. I need to start, like, double-checking with people. I don't need to, but, like, I've been getting more mean comments recently. And, like, it doesn't really affect me that much, but it does make me question the intention and tone behind some people's messages. Like, is this a hate comment in disguise? I don't know. No, I want that to sink in the way that I want it to. Song is cool. Oy. Chaggle always the highlight of the streams, except for like when I scream too loud and make her scared. And then I just feel bad. Who is mean to you? I'll find them. There's pretty consistently some mean comments on my non-GD videos. And not even just like, it's not even that they're mean, it's just that they're annoying. And they like completely disregard any amount of like effort or work or thought or care put into a non-GD video. Just because like, oh, because I don't know this game, I don't care. And like, I don't expect kids who only watch me for GD to watch my non-GD stuff. That makes perfect sense, but to go out of their way to leave a comment being like, yo, dude, get back on GD, ugh, this is not it. Every part of me that doesn't want to consider YouTube a job second guesses myself when I see comments like that. It's like, nope, no, this is a job. It is employment prison in all the ways that other jobs are. See, that makes me sad, what just happened. It's like, it does help that, like, the negative comments are never coming from someone who's, like, old enough to drive. It still, like, is bothersome, like, mildly, but it would hurt more if I, like, had, like, people that I, like, look up to, maybe, like, pointing out flaws in my character. That would definitely hurt a little bit more. You know, like, people who are surrounded by, like, feedback all the time, they often hear the advice of, like, oh, don't take criticism from people you wouldn't take advice from. I'm like, well, yeah. That's, like, that's pretty valid, I feel, but I also just wouldn't take advice from, or I wouldn't even ask for advice from very many people. I want to be a little more open-minded than that. Pro. Makes me sad. It's cool though. I'm now past the comments that are claiming that I'd steal people's ideas though. Like, cause like I feel like for most GD YouTubers that's true to some extent sometimes, but like now no one cares. Officially nobody cares. Which is kind of cool. Cause it used to be like every recent tab related video to be like, bro thinks he's Vortrox. Which like, if you take comments like that seriously, you're probably just not old enough to be taking feedback well in general, but I don't know. There's two kinds of letting comments get to you. There's like, oh, that hurt my feelings, and there's, wow, that was a really dumb thing to say. I really wish this person was smarter. That's more where I find myself with the negative comments, as mean as that sounds. But the fake ones just make the real ones seem so much better. Why is that click just not working sometimes? Oh yeah, I'm so good. This level is freaking tricky sometimes. This is one of the least, like, sight-readable levels I've played in this difficulty range, for sure. It's not, like, offensively unsight-readable or anything, but just things look a lot easier than they are. No, gosh damn it. Whoa, whoa, man. Not cool. Whoa, whoa, man, is what I say when I see my wife. Err. How hard is late? Hard demon, probably like 14 on the GDDL or something. Maybe 13. Bro, like, I don't know what it is about the mini game modes, like Cuban Robot specifically. They just feel like they move a lot faster than they should in my brain. I almost forgot about that one. Dang, you're old. You have the third in your name. That is not what that means. That just means that your dad and your grandpa had the same name as you. That can happen in any generation, little guy. No, stop. Don't let it be so. There's also not a great place for a start position at any point in the middle of these parts, so it's like, learn the whole thing, or just like brute force your way through a practice session. With like really poorly placed checkpoints. See, that's harder than I feel like it should be. That's probably my least favorite part so far. It just feels terrible. Like, there's nothing, like, objectively wrong with the gameplay or anything, but... That's also very tricky. What is it? If you're referring to this level... Wait, why was that translated? At fleet? Yeah, I don't know what that means. I have no idea what at fleet means. 3 howdies? That's too many. Like, usually there's a howdy shortage, but this is howdy inflation. There's too much. Someone needs to undo that, like, as soon as possible. You beat it if you're referencing Ultimate Demon Mix? Yes. It was very, very not fun. And then that happens. Howdy what? Howdy inflation? Or howdy shortage? I think those are the only 2 howdy related things I've said recently. Right amount of howdies is like 1.5. And if there's only 1 or less, it's a shortage. Stop thinking you can buffer anything in this level, because you can't. Not even that one. Like, all of the orbs that look bufferable, they are not. Like, the creator went out of his way to make 0 orbs bufferable, it feels like. What counts as half a howdy? I think, like, if Chaggle joins for a stream, that's like a half howdy. It's 1 full Chaggle and then 1 half howdy. Now, half a howdy means that I have just an extra pair of my legs that I sometimes do like video collabs with. Are you half a Chaggle? I would say so. I would say I'm 1 howdy and half a Chaggle, and then Chaggle is 1 Chaggle and half a howdy. That's like a pretty accurate portrayal of how marriage should work, like mathematically. Uh-oh, I see a do you think I should go for in the comments. I haven't, like, finished reading it yet. I'm scared. Like, you need to hit that late, but, like, the mini-Q moves so fast. It's like, the first half of the possible timings for the screen are off limits, so I have, like, this many frames to do it, and I can't do that. I mean, if you like straight fly and you're good at it, sure, go for buff this. That happens to... Man, I don't like it. Maybe I should just hit the black orb, like, as early as I can. Why? Why? Why is that hard? What is happening? Stop. Okay. I want it to sink more than it does. Hello, icosahedron. Yeah, I will probably, like, if those are minutes that you're talking about, I will definitely not be live by the time you're done. Oh my gosh, stop thinking you can make it all the way there, bro. See, this is the kind of learny that I kind of don't appreciate a little bit. Not to be a downer, but like, most of the inputs, they do kind of sync, but they're all a little bit off. They're just off by a little bit, either early or late. And figuring out which ones are early and which ones are late is not a kind of learning I enjoy. It's like fake learning. When like the gameplay could sync perfectly and just be normal learning, and I would be fine with that. I don't know. That was bad. I jumped too high anyway. I want you to rate more icons, but my texture pack makes normal ones look ass. Your texture pack makes your icons look ass? Maybe you should uninstall your texture pack. No, there's nothing in this level worth hating. I don't know. I disagree with very small nuances of how these inputs are planned. What? Huh? Alright, sure. What time is it getting to be? 2:46. I think I'll end there. Yeah, 500. We can maybe do this in under 1,000 if I get a little lucky. Icons without TP? Do they need to wipe? Alright, Coast is calling me, but I'm ending stream, so it sucks to be him. I think we should go for this as my old hardest. What do you guys think about that? About the burp, not the thought. I don't like seeing flat color background as I'm doing my outro. Okay, I will see you guys hopefully Saturday for another stream. We'll probably be late. Hopefully finishing late. It'd be nice if it didn't take me 2.5 streams. Very happy to have Ultimate Demon Mix done. Once we're done with late and then flowering, I'll do a tier list of all of the demons that were on my wheel, and I'll rank them and all that. I will probably also make a joint tier list with my last wheel. I might do that. I might just add the demons from this wheel onto the tier list from the last one. I think that would be fun. But yeah, we're right around the corner from being done with that. I would like to start some non-GD stream games and stuff. GoldenEye for the N64 is on my list. Shovel Knight, one of my favorite indie games, that's on the list. I may put a few of those in like a Discord poll or something and leave that up to you guys. But for now, I'm going to grab you guys a Discord link. I'm going to limit it to 5 uses, so first come, first serve. And then we'll expire after 1 minute. Alright. Don't spend it all in one place. Also, I was trying to figure out how to, like, enable bits and, like, donations and stuff on Twitch, and there's, like, this new thing they're implementing where they, like, interview you about your, like, taxes, and I don't know. It's annoying. I'll figure that out another time. But I'm afraid... What? Please don't give this chat a Discord link. I mean, I think you need a phone number to join my Discord, if I'm not mistaken. So I think the worst of them will just not be able to join. If I'm wrong, we'll take care of it. You do not have to take care of it. I absolve you from any duties there. Anyways, I will hopefully see you guys Saturday, the afternoon after I upload my next video, hopefully. And, yeah, until then, this will be it for me. Before we go, let's thank all the wonderful folks who stopped by and donated to the Howdy Foundation. We got Wild GD rejoining the rated membership. Thank you so much. Ultroxus with the 21 months of rated membership. Thank you. Appreciate it. Shigo with 22 months. Shigo might have more months than, like, everyone except for, like, maybe 2 people. I didn't know that Shigo had been so steadfast with her memberships, but that is awesome. Thank you so much. We got Wesley with the $2, Wild GD with the $2, Ultroxus with the £2, E Turnell with 2 E's and 2 L's with the $10. Quite a hefty donation, I believe the biggest of today. Thank you so much. We got Bludderbuster with the $2, Kid from Mars with the £2, And then Viv with the 10 euros. Thank you all so much. That was an awesome day of streaming, all things considered. I may not have been so inclined to consider it such if we did not beat Ultimate Demon Mix, but we are done with that horrible level. I am going to consider balancing a little more carefully with the longer levels that I choose going forward. If it were like a minute long, I could make it work, but 2 minutes is a little too much. Actually, how long is Ultimate Demon Mix? Last thing I'm going to do. 2:45? Damn. Holy crap. I didn't think it was that long. Jeez. I mean, yeah, you look at how much 9 circles is here. It kind of makes sense why the level is so long. Like, the parts themselves don't feel that long. Look at Chaos Airflow, bro. It takes up so much of this freaking screen. Dude, yeah. Man, I guess it's maybe a good thing that it doesn't feel like almost 3 minutes. Also, yeah, Brass FV. Thank you so much for the membership. It didn't pop up for whatever reason, so it's not in my notification software. It didn't include you with the rest of the fellas, but thank you so much for your membership as well. You enjoy that credit at the end of the videos and the membership exclusive emojis that I'm trying to send right now. I throw in 2 dings in there. The ding twins. Okay, that is all the time I have for today. You guys have been a wonderful chat for the most part. I love you all so much. Have a great rest of your day or night, and goodbye forever.